the song and dance.
Houston Texans. I wear the Oilers hat to troll, but
Oh, okay, cool. Excuse me.
Hey, I see the Oilers banner behind you there.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, it's our history. You know, I really like going to the draft and answering that question over and over. That's what I'm there for. People
what do you like about them Oilers?
You weren't there. Sorry, guys. Anyway,
Well,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
My favorite is when anyone talks about the Houston Oilers is, hey, you remember that one year they moved to Cleveland, or not Cleveland, Tennessee, and were the Tennessee Oilers before they changed to the Titans?
Yeah, I do. It was a horrible season.
Yeah.
I was really excited about having a football team. I was 12, you know. I was like,
Wasn't that the year they played in Memphis?
They played in Memphis. Memphis threw a little baby fit because they were going to go to Nashville. And so the very last game at Memphis Stadium, they were playing the Steelers, and the mayor had them pass out yellow. It was raining. They passed out yellow ponchos or whatnot. And Bud Adams was like, you know what? We're not even going to play here next year. And they played next year in Vandy until the stadium was built. Mm-hmm.
Too bad they didn't have the suspended scoreboard like Vandy did a couple years ago.
Yeah, no, but it was wild. If you listen to players, you talk. They've had Eddie George, Blaine Bishop, and all those old heads. Frank Wycheck, R.I.P. Big fella. They've all talked about how wild that was and how Memphis was like, you should stay, and they're like, I don't want to stay. Like, you know, I want to go to Nashville. So you know, it's just one of those things, and there's still a little bit of rivalry there between Tennessee and Memphis, but. The Titans have done a good job the last couple of years of making sure they recognize both East Tennessee and West Tennessee. Wow, Tally, still doing this.
And the awesome thing is that for a few games the past few years, the Titans have actually used the Oilers uniforms against Houston.
Petty,
Yeah.
and lost. So what are we doing? Like, they're not wearing them this year.
No, I don't think they're allowed to this year.
Well, I think Nike said, hey, I'm not going to make light blue jerseys for you not to wear them. So now they're wearing this for every home game this year. And they said it's to honor their Titans legends, but if you read the fine print, Nike was like, you have to wear the light blue jersey. Yeah. you have no, in the words of the Emperor, it is unavoidable. It is your destiny.
I want to see Reebok make a bounce into the sport.
Yeah, me too. I would love it. I love the old Reebok stuff. Are you kidding? Oh, man. It was great stuff. I have stuff on this other wall that is old Titans Reebok stuff. So, yeah, I would definitely love it if Reebok came back. Man, I love it. It's crazy to see it at Walmart now, though, isn't it? I walk in and I see Reebok stuff. I'm like, what? Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
It's like a turf war between Reebok and Champs for...
Champion, yeah, it really is. And one shoes all over the place. Yeah. No. It's like, what's happening here?
Back to the main reason why AFC South is a division. Houston Texans,
just it's okay. I have no more tears to shed. It's fine.
The Texans lost in a controversy to the Chiefs last year.
Sorry, controversy.
Big old controversy.
Is this because I said Herculean? Now you're going to try to make another word? Like,
actually, controversy's been a part of our show for a while.
Oh, has it? Okay, yeah. That's fine. That's cool.
We have to bring back the classics every now and then.
But the Texans, go back to my
absolutely. You gotta bring out the stuff that we used to throw out there when no one watched. You know, like all that kind of stuff.
Hey, listen,
all the stuff that's just for us.
I used to be kind of smart, and then the children came along. Now I'm over here like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, like all the time.
Yeah, lame dad now, huh?
That's all that's playing. Yeah, that's all that's playing right there. Dad, I want to watch Mary Poppins again. Really, for the 1800th time, you want to watch Mary Poppins, and then you make fun of it, and then you find yourself washing dishes or doing something, going supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You're at work in a very important meeting, and then you're like, "Don't do it! Don't do it!"
My dumb brain is already messed up anyway. It would be something like from the early 90s, like, it must have been love, but it's over now. Busted in. You think something's funny, Sam? Yeah. I think something's jamming. Anyway, so, or something along those lines. So, sorry for that tangent. Yes, the Houston Texans. Them.
Yeah.
Yes,
they spent a ton of money after that loss.
A
ton of money. I mean, they brought in Christian Kirk, Cam Robinson, Laken Tomlinson. They
brought in
Brown,
an offensive lineman for every single position.
Yep.
Not just starters, but backups. They made sure that if somebody goes down, they had a good player to fill their shoes.
Yep.
And then they brought in a bunch of backups on defense. They're giving Damon Arnett a shot. They brought in CJ
Bless you. Who?
Sheldon Rankins. So they got quite a bit going here. I think the big storyline for them is Mixon Chubb tandem. I think that's going to be lethal. But I don't think either one, unless one gets hurt, I don't think either one's hitting 1,000 yards.
No, I don't think so either. The Texans are the class of the division right now, and it wasn't a great class. It wasn't a big showing for the Texans last year either. They just had to be better than us, and that didn't take a whole lot. But they bulked up. I kind of felt like you said, with all the money flowing around after that game, I was thinking like, easy Tex, easy boy.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Whoa!
Yeah, easy killer. Danico seems to be the kind of guy, good coach, by the way. So when I say this, don't think I'm like, I hate that guy. But I do hate him on Sundays. But he's one of those guys that can be a little emotional. Like, if we got rid of Danico Autry, he was signed by the Texans within the hour. We got rid of a player, he was signed by and then as soon as the game was over, he was cutting him. He played the Titans and he cut him, and stuff like that. And he just constantly kind of does those kind of things. I think he's just one of these guys that's like, hey, he probably called everybody into the office. This is what it felt like to me. I don't have any definitive proof for you, but it really felt like when they threw money around that he's like, I want this to happen and I don't want this and I want it done today and blah, blah, blah. It sounds like something he would do. Will it pay off? It very well could. Those are a lot of good players. He's got good to decent players he's got out there. But the big question for me when I look at the Texans is not really the defense, because I thought their defense did an admirable job last year. In fact, I think they're going to be better this year. It's CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is the whole mystery here. He had his sophomore slump, which got yelled at for predicting, even though 80-something% of his quarterbacks have a sophomore slump. There is no escape.
I got lit up by Ohio State fans saying he's the savior of Ohio State football. How dare you say that?
And then they won the national championship, later.
Without him, yeah.
Yeah, without him. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So CJ Stroud is one of those players that and at risk of sounding like Chris Collinsworth.
Here's a guy. Here's
He's one of those guys.
Here's a guy.
He has a lot of talent around him. You get rid of
he does.
Locker room distraction Stephon Diggs, and you bring in Christian Kirk. You draft Jaden Higgins. You still have Tank Dell and John Mechie.
Mm-hmm.
They also drafted Jalen Noel just to make sure they doubled down those Iowa State receivers.
They all the pressure is on CJ
infamous
Stroud.
Iowa State receivers.
All the pressure is on CJ Stroud.
It is immense.
If he doesn't perform, it's not saying he's a bust, but if he doesn't perform, then it's just not living up to expectations at that point.
Correct.
You're not building into that elite tier that some people thought he was going to hit in his rookie.
Fitting in with the AFC South mantra.
Yeah. Now, also
you're
fitting in with the AFC
South. You're either good or
South.
mediocre here. We don't aim for greatness. That was for Peyton. That was it.
Also fitting into the AFC South, we definitely need to. They did a lot to change here. There's a reason they brought in an offensive lineman at all 5 positions.
Yeah.
Their offensive line just sucked last year. It was
bad.
And I looked up the blocking grades for last year, and they were dead last in the NFL.
Really? Past me? God dang.
You made the playoffs with the worst offensive line in the NFL.
That's true. Thanks,
That's my glaring question mark for this team.
Well, look, like I said, I think Danico is doing a hard right here to try to tug it kicking and screaming into the way that he wants. Will it pay off? Well, we'll find out. I think the thing about it, though, is offensive line is bad. I make no doubt about it. But why did my awful team split with them last year? I'll let you know. And CJ Stroud had time to throw that game. I'll let you know. And he still threw 2 picks and then a safety. He can throw it down. I've never seen anybody, and I really mean this. He threw it down the field on the sideline, and it was perfect. I've never seen anybody do it, and he did it over and over again. It was beautiful. And then he had to throw one across the middle. He threw it right to our guys twice, right to him. And I'm talking wide open guy, wide open. And then people started going back and looking at film, and he was having trouble, I guess, what is it called? The intermediate routes? All these little middle of the road routes. Why is he having trouble with those? Like, that's so
He's
weird.
very. I've noticed one of his biggest flaws in this game is he's a very hesitant decision maker at times, and I think especially with that stuff in the middle, like he's just very hesitant with it. Doesn't trust what he's seeing at times, and that's where you're seeing either he's floating the ball in the middle of the defense, or he's just holding on to it too long and taking a sack.
Well, I think it comes down to his experience at Ohio State. I think he was blessed with such good receivers on the outside that he didn't have to throw over the middle. He could just throw over the top or hit comebacks or back shoulders like all day. Now in the NFL, you have to hit that middle route. And do you remember his rookie season when he was the best quarterback in the NFL? You know how many quarterbacks were hurt that year?
How many?
Pretty much the entire top 7, 8, 9 quarterbacks had gotten hurt for a big chunk of time. That's the year that Joe Burrow got hurt and Patrick Mahomes wasn't Patrick Mahomes. And like it was a weird environment in the NFL. And then CJ Stroud, I mean, if everybody played, he probably would have been 15th and we wouldn't have been having the same conversation. So I think the fact that everybody got hurt elevated him into the spotlight.
Right, and he's hitting, Tank Dell down the field for 60 yards a pop, and that makes a very good highlight. But when it comes to, like, those kinds of things, like you were saying, that was also, I think that was the year where, like, the average scoring was, like, 20 points or something. Like it was an ugly year when you go back.
It was a very weird year.
Bad.
Like,
yes, I know.
So, do you have a podcast, right? Anything you want to tell us about it? This is your time to go ahead and plug yourself in here.
Oh, is it? It's my time has come. All right, don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. Just go.
Duval.
Okay, yeah. I want the light. I want the lights to flicker, like
Just start
it's just
twitching.
so creepy. It's just so creepy.
Yeah.
I hate it. My brother snuck into my room once and played it in the darkness, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But yeah, I host a show called Fanboys Unleashed. That's what we are. We are quite unleashed. But this is the off season. But I pride myself on. Thank you. God dang it. Anyway, loud clapping or Duval? Loud clapping or Duval? Which one? So I will. But yeah, I have found a way to talk about NFL football every single freaking Friday, and I've gotten viewership from it, and I'm pretty happy. Sponsor that is coming in for the show, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, thank you. Money. It's not a lot of money. Anyway, so, but I just wanted to hear that as a Titans fan. I just wanted to hear clapping. But the Fanboys Unleashed goes live every Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time on YouTube. You can catch us on the Facebook, like I'm an old person watching the Star Wars. The Facebook, I'm on X at Mr. First Down, and of course YouTube, I think at Mr. First Down as well. Check out the catalog. I have had guests from trying to get guests from every single team on before before the real season hits, because I'm going to get real busy real quick. And of course, we've got joint practices happening, and I'm going to try to talk outside the stadium there and whatnot. So we got a lot of things coming down the pipe, and feel free to get through this slog of an off season, just like these guys are. Join us for Fanboys Unleashed every Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central, only on YouTube and Facebook. A new car! I've always wanted to do that.
Well, that is the AFC South. Definitely give Mr. First Down a follow, and definitely check out his YouTube. But also, don't forget about us. We have social media everywhere at Updog Sports Talk on everything.
Do you have it on Google Plus? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
What's funny is I did, and then they shut it
I
down.
actually liked Google Plus.
Yeah,
and
I know.
It went away, and I was like, oh. There's only me and 7 other people here.
Find us wherever you get your podcasts, and then starting again this fall, we're going back to live Wednesdays at 8 o'clock on YouTube. So we'll catch you guys next time.